pulling out until it's the 4 rings.
Here we go. Hey guys, Ron Musgraves here, Pressure Washing Institute Contractors First. I am here with my two buddies here. We are going live right now. Guys? What are you guys doing today? Are we ready to go this week? We ready for Thanksgiving? What's going on?
I'm working this week, man. I mean, we're gonna keep going. You know, I'm working on Thanksgiving Day actually.
Well, Barry and Robert, man, everybody. I mean, you know. They don't know us, they don't know us. But, you know, the bottom line is we are doing an event in Las Vegas. The dates are 26th and 27th. That's
February
correct.
26th and 27th.
There it is right there. Right down there below, guys. Get signed up, nationalcleaningexpo.com. You guys, we already got guys coming. Don't have a list together of who it is, but in later videos, we're going to talk about some of the guys that are coming out there. What I want to do here, give Robert a little bit of time. I'm going to play you guys. I want to play you guys this video here of Robert, so you guys can understand what type of things that you're looking forward to at this event. We're going to play a portion of this video. Here we go.
How do we land big commercial pressure washing contracts without door knocking? What's going on, guys? Robert again from Property Pros out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And if you're done with cold calling, door knocking, chasing every lead, and feeling like you're always selling, this video is for you. Because we're going to talk about how to get large commercial jobs without being a pest. I've built relationships with property managers, facility directors, asset managers that turn into regular contracts without knocking doors. And I'm going to walk you through how you can do it too. So step number one is you want to position yourself as the obvious choice. Commercial clients don't hire vendors, they hire partners. So you need to show up like a partner. That means your branding, your marketing, your presence must communicate professionalism, scale, and reliability. If your website, trucks, uniform, and case studies look like you're still doing residential patios and driveways, you're going to struggle. You need to show large-scale work. Big buildings, multiple crews, logistics, safety practice. You need to post it on your social channels. Show yourself solving.
Boy, what a big tip that is by itself. That one tip that people don't realize. That was a tip right there. I don't know how huge you guys. Which tip do you think means something right there that Robert said, guys? I'm just curious. I'm curious, Barry. Which one do you think was the most important one?
Hold on, Rom. I was adjusting my camera, man. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm adjusting, get things set up.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, Barry. It was the safety.
I'm just being honest.
Safety. Because that safety thing, when you turn in an RFP with a proposal. Now, you know what? This is going to be my tip. I changed my tip. I'll save that tip that I had for last week. I want to tell you guys this tip right here. When you turn in an agreement to any professional buyer and you have an RFP for safety and environmental, it puts that buyer in a position people don't understand of liability, okay? Because here's the issue. Let's just take high-rise window cleaning for an example, guys. You go out there and you're bidding in on a high-rise window cleaning job and you don't turn in a safety RFP and somebody else does, and they hire you, and gosh forbid somebody should perish on that job, the liability shot through the roof, man, the roof. Because if they chose them, and the attorneys can go after them, if they chose them based upon they selected you because of a price, and they didn't choose the contractors with the right price with the safety program in play, man, it puts them in a bad spot,
It definitely does. There was a second one there, though, too, to be honest with you.
Go ahead, hit them. We said we're going to give some nuggets. Let's do it.
Well, I guess I'm going to drop two today. One of them got released in the video, though, is the way that you portray yourself online, especially in LinkedIn. If you guys are using LinkedIn, if you're not using LinkedIn, you should be using LinkedIn. And if you don't know how to use LinkedIn, come to the event. You'll learn how to use LinkedIn. But that's a conversation for a different day. If you look like the only thing that you know how to do and the equipment that you have is only capable of handling a residential property, your clients might look at you like you aren't capable of handling a 1 million square foot facility, a 2 million square foot facility, a 800,000 square foot parking garage. If you don't have the proof of being able to do jobs like that, to be able to showcase, You need to show that you are able to handle the projects that they are needing done efficiently, but most importantly, safely and professionally. Like this stuff is super important. But my tip for the day is on sales. And it's find out where your clients are hanging out at. So for me, as I got into the property management sector of commercial, because there's different sectors inside of commercial. I think a lot of people don't realize that as well. But when I started to focus on the property management side of the commercial division, I started to pay attention to what the property managers were doing, where they were going, and where they were hanging out at. And so once you find out what things they're doing, what associations they're part of, what networking associations that they're going to, put yourself in front of the opportunity. Align yourself with those associations. Get in front of their faces. Network with them and create relationships with them. And you have to open the door yourself. Nobody's gonna open the door for you.
Hey, I got a curious question to ask. I see you doing your charity work. You know that I do charity work.
Yes, sir.
And I see you doing that. I always tell folks, don't fake it, but find out what your customers are doing. And if you've got an earnest, thing to do to complement that, go ahead and do it. I mean, obviously, if you're not, don't try to fake it, because when you try to fake something, it doesn't work. I'm curious, are you aligned, like you just said, with your property managers on the things that you do? Like, I work with Broker for Kids. I do, we do our BOMA luncheons, we do our BOMA charity golf tournaments, things like that. But I mean, do you when you're asking them, like, I guess I'm going to give another nugget out. I send out a letter a couple times a year to my managers, and we invite them to invite us to any of their charity things. And I'm going to give another nugget. This is number 3 now. We will automatically wash their event pre and post, and we do that for absolutely no charge, and that's just another thing we do. And we actually solicit that from every customer.
Yeah. So we donate like holiday lighting installs for some charity stuff. Maybe we'll donate raffle prizes to a charity event where the money goes to a charity. As far as my charity event, my daughter was 1 year old, and she swallowed some callus remover. She ended up in a pediatric unit for about a week. And during that week, obviously I never left. I got to walk around the pediatric unit and see all the kids in there. And they had like little coloring books for my daughter for her to kind of play with and comfort her. And it was really warming for me. So every year since then, I myself have been going to Target and Walmart, filling up a few shopping carts, and just going and donating toys and stuff to the pediatric units. Well, now we curated an event to where we bring in non-competing vendors to sponsor the event, because we rent like a huge venue. We invite a ton of our clients. The sponsors invite all of their clients. We invite friends and family and all this other stuff. And we get raffle prizes and a bunch of cool stuff. And we raise a bunch of money. We buy more toys, and we just go around the valley and we donate toys to every single pediatric unit throughout the Las Vegas Valley.
That's awesome. That's awesome stuff.
Yeah.
And this is it. This is the kind of stuff people are going to learn at these events. Hopefully Barry's got the game on, because he's obviously Barry, what do you do? I know you do a bunch of stuff too, man. Because I mean, we all 3 are huge in the community, and I always try to tell guys, keep it in the community. Donating $10,000 to United Way and 10 cents on the dollar gets there. Work with your customers in the community. That's my message to these guys out there that are listening. But here, this event is a commercial event, and I know contractors, here we go again, residential guys are going to say, how is that going to help me working with a toy drive? How's that going to do this? Da-da-da-da-da. You know what? That may not work it may not work so well for that. But just like when Robert's saying, when they see you out there working on big projects, doing things, when they see you out there, there might be something of somebody that you were trying to contact, somebody that you were trying to initiate a relationship with and win their business. They might see you doing that toy drive. Robert, they might have been in the same situation you were in 15 years ago. You never know. And then they go, hey, man, I got to hire this guy and I want to get involved with him too because I want to participate. You know,
I tell these guys all the time, like they have to, because here's the deal. Like, Ron, let's just use you for an example. And, you know, let's hypothetically say you're into mountain biking, right? And, you know, that's like your hobby. The thing is, a lot of these guys are so focused, especially on their personal social media platforms and stuff. They're so focused on putting, you know, all these like super crazy professional things out, like almost robotic. And it's like, dude, be yourself. Because here's the deal. Ron could be a client of mine and he might be into like downhill mountain biking. And I love downhill mountain biking. And I'm like, dude, Ron, oh my God, like that's amazing. Like, what kind of bike do you have? What trails do you ride? And it sparks that opportunity to create a relationship with people. So it's like, what are your hobbies? People want to do business with you. What are you involved in? What do you enjoy? People want to do business with people that they know and they like and they trust. It's said so much. But it's finding an analogy and finding a way to get people to understand what that means. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And it's like we go back to it's got to be real. If you try to fake, if you're not a golfer and you try to fake this, you that's the worst thing you could do because that trust, everything's based upon trust, right? All of a sudden your trust meter goes down and they're not going to hire you. They're not going to hire you. Absolutely. It's a great tip. Barry, are you going to chime in here, man? Or are you just going to think about that cigar? Are you just thinking about that cigar, man? Because you're going to get a lot of chance to smoke a lot of cigars anywhere you want in Las Vegas, man. Anywhere you want.
I'm just taking in nuggets and listening to my fellow co-host on here, man.
I got a cigar for you when you come to Vegas, a really good one.
I'm just waiting on my turn to drop a nugget whenever y'all ready.
Go ahead.
Do it.
All right. Well, my nugget is this. I'm gonna give you one nugget today, and then I'm gonna follow up with what we do in the community. So we sell outcomes, not services. All right. So instead of just saying, "Hey, we're gonna pressure wash your store," say, "Hey, we're gonna increase your foot traffic. We're gonna protect your brand image. We're gonna extend the life of your concrete. We're gonna reduce your slip and fall." And you know why this works? Because commercial clients buy results, not tasks. All right. So it's a higher perceived value when you model and position yourself like that. Easier to close multiple locations because you're taking something off their plate by mitigating risks, right? And you eliminate price shopping. All right. So that's my nugget. Make sure you sell outcomes, not service. Part two, we go and speak to at-risk youth. We go to orphanages and children's homes and juvenile facilities, and we go and speak and offer job opportunity and training and stuff like that. We also have a nonprofit we do, it's called Break the Cycle, Make a Disciple. And what we do is we try to catch at-risk youth that maybe have been like abandoned by their parents, like they're in the system till they're 17 or 18, and we go and try to speak life into them and give them opportunities, help with GEDs and help with things like that. And we also donate a portion each year. We take and do a big toy drive and take it to the Red Cross over here and stuff. So that's what we do. You know, that's one of the things we do.
Good for you.
I appreciate it.
Awesome.
And all that comes from, like I said, and just to add on to what Robert does, all that comes from me because I remember being in those places, you know, just a little quick snapshot of me. Like I never knew my dad. I was adopted a few times and I was in like 30-something institutions, emancipated before I was 17. So I was a 1% that made it, right? So coming from being that child that got an orange and an apple and a stocking on Christmas, you know, as a Christmas present, I know what it's like to feel like everybody's giving up on you. So that's why my whole model.
You know what we
people
all
over
three have
profits.
in common here? We're all working with kids. You know
Absolutely.
what? And you know what? The one common denominator, I keep saying this, too many nuggets here tonight. With most of your customers, that is the one common denominator. We all have kids. We all have children. Everybody cares about kids. I do the same thing. We feed a bunch of homeless teenagers. We help them all year round. But at Christmas time, we have a big old dinner that we have for them, and we get them gift cards and stuff like that, because they are homeless teenagers going to high school, literally living under bridges and places. And you know what, man, it's reality. I know people all the time, the biggest thing is, hey man, why don't you help these kids get into the system? Trust me, the system in Arizona is broken. Okay. You know, a lot of these kids, it's sad to say it, they're better off right where they're at. They really are. And I've seen amazing things. I've been helping this organization for about 20 years. These people now have grown up and really become somebody. And it's amazing. And it really is amazing. Just that little bit of help that you can give anybody goes a long way. Guys, I'm excited about this event. I really am. I think that there's some momentum here. We've only been at this a couple of days promoting this event, but I think it's going to be one hell of an event.
Let me add something real quick, Ron, before we jump to the next topic. You know, you'd be surprised at those kids that are about 17, 18 years old. If you give them an opportunity, they'll probably be one of your best employees.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because nobody's giving them a chance. They value that opportunity.
Absolutely.
So just think about that. That's all I want to say.
I want to share this really quick for the viewers and the people that are watching. And Ron, I don't know if you know this, because you were at one of the first events in the pressure washing industry that I ever even attended, right? And it was actually an F9 event. And here's the deal: is nobody is going to open a door for you at all. You have to open the doors for yourself, right? You have to create your own opportunity, and you have to want to grow personally, financially, in your career, all these different things. And I can honestly say, from me going to all these events, the F9 event, just the F9 event alone in Phoenix, Arizona, changed my life. It taught me how to do concrete restoration. I created a great relationship with Craig. I know Ron, I have a good relationship with Ron and all these people because of these things. But the knowledge that I learned helped me succeed in my business. And that is what fueled the fire for us to be able to grow to where we are. And I'm sure it's the same for you guys. You get in these rooms with people doing different things than you are, and it changes the game completely. You learn a new way to sell, a new way to do the job more efficient, a new way to, structure your financials. All these different things matter so much. And it's not just important. It has to be done. You have to get in these rooms if you want to grow, if you want a bigger business, a better business, or self-development. All of these things are required. It's not I could go. It's like, no, dude, you have to go. You have to.
Robert, let me piggyback on that real quick. All right. Let me piggyback, brother, real quick. Listen, think about this, guys. And the guy on the fence thinking about coming to this event. For less than the price of a house wash, for less than the price of a driveway or a $500 job, or $500 can possibly get you in a room to elevate you to a different tax bracket.
Yeah, it's simple.
Simple.
It's
what's it worth not to go? It's not like
opportunity cost.
Absolutely. It's all about getting in the right rooms, like Robert said. Your network is your net worth.
What's your guys' take on soliciting commercial versus optimizing marketing for commercial? Ron, you want to go first?
You don't want me to. You don't. No,
come on, Ron.
That's why trust me. That's why I asked you first. So you can escalate, and then Barry and I will de-escalate.
Ron.
Digitally trying to go market for commercial people is a waste of time.
Say that one more time.
It's a waste of time.
In what
waste
way?
of time. In a way of how you go after a homeowner. You're right. LinkedIn, them seeing jobs that you've done, but electronic marketing for them, like delivering them with an ad, it's not going to be received. They're not going to. Somebody that's desperate, that doesn't pay people and has gone through 20 contractors, they might dial you up because they can't get a reference from somebody inside their own community to use you. Okay. That would be a deal. Now we have to talk about this in two different aspects. There's a low hanging fruit commercial that possibly could be answering the digital, advertising right now, but they're not my client. That's
Right.
not my client.
It's more one-off job type stuff.
Correct. And I don't do one-offs.
Right.
So I'm not interested.
So here's Ron is gonna love my answer. Hopefully everybody's gonna love my answer, because here's the truth. Demos fucking sell. Demos sell. Isn't that right, Ron?
They do.
Demos sell. I have
Number
landed
one
accounts.
strategy out of the 5 I use. Yes.
I have landed so many accounts by doing not only a demo, but a double demo, curated by Front Nine Restoration. If you guys
are we going to show them a double demo at the event, just out of curiosity?
Is that part of it?
Is that going to be part of the training? You don't want to pull that one out of you don't want to pull that hat out of the bag.
I don't know yet. We'll see. But here's the thing. Your clients don't know what they don't know. And, again, we talked last time about educating our clients and showing them what you can actually do for them. Go by and do a demo and send them a picture. I mean, or a video. You'd be surprised. And my favorite time to do this is directly after, if they have a current contractor, directly after that contractor went. So that's number one. Number two, there's a lot of different ways to solicit commercial. Swinging doors is a huge one. Cold calling, emails, LinkedIn. There's a lot of different things. But if you're running Facebook ads and expecting to land all these commercial contracts, you're wrong. Could it work? Yes, but optimization wise, doesn't make sense.
All right,
yeah, you won't. I just don't believe that you're going to attract the right business. Like you said, you're going to get a one and done. You're going to get a desperate person, or you're going to get the low hanging fruit on the commercial side of the thing. And I'm not interested in that. I really ain't. I don't think people realize, Robert, you're talking about this is an event where people are going to become, and they're going to be out there trying to procure agreements that are anywhere from the reoccurring agreements from, I'm saying, $80,000 a year to $250,000 a year. And I don't think, I just want to say there's a comfort zone, because when people are starting out, it's a lot to try to take on a $500,000 account, man. I mean, it is. And I don't want to jump out of my shoes and say a guy's going to come, just bought a rig, and he's going to start a $500,000 account. Yeah. I just don't want to. I don't want to try to keep. I don't want to talk about fairy tales, unicorns, and rainbows.
But a six-figure account is easily achievable.
Absolutely.
You go get 10 locations at $1,000 a piece. You have $120,000 a year contract,
and it's an easy account to. And that's an easy account to take care of.
Hey, can I say something?
Yeah, sorry, Barry. Hey, Ron, real quick, pin that next comment.
Okay, listen. We're talking about apples and oranges, right? Soliciting is chasing. Marketing is attracting, okay? Remember that. You don't want to chase, you want to attract. So one is begging and one is stamping yourself as the authority in that space that requires systems. That's all I'm saying.
Yay, we got number 9. JD?
Yeah, he's been messaging me and
awesome.
really wanting to come. So I'm excited that he's coming out.
Awesome.
There's quite a few people. I actually have another podcast here in about another hour with Mr. Plata.
Super.
It all comes down to your systems, guys. Listen, if you have no system, you got no business, period. Ain't that right, Robert? You got to have systems.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
If you have your systems, you stamp yourself as the authority. You got, every time you watch my video, guys, what do I say? System. I say it to my wife hates the word systems. I systematize my house, So.
And you have an instruction sheet how to make a pot of coffee in the morning, don't you?
Man, listen, I'll let her do that.
Really quick, because I think a lot of people don't understand what systems means, right? Like there might be people out there that are like, okay, well, what's a system? So Barry, really quickly, just briefly describe what a system, because a system could be anything.
Okay, let me tell you the quickest way to make a system, just a very elementary level to make a system. If you do something and you want to teach somebody, document what you're doing to where it can be replicated to take yourself out of that position. Document the process. Of course, there's different layers. This is a very simple answer. A system is where you can plug it in and get the same result no matter who does it each time. That's my answer.
It's good.
And
Good
it's
answer.
trainable, it's scalable, and very teachable. If it's not teachable, it's not a system.
And Sierra's teaching that, right?
Yes, she
Yeah.
is.
Awesome,
And-
awesome stuff. Hey,
Also,
when is
one
she
more
gonna
thing.
come on?
Hey guys,
We
throw
got to
out
get her
throw
on
out
here.
The big book. Throw the books out. SOPs, video, QR code, video, QR code. Every single thing from changing the oil to freaking the tire pressure, everything.
Love it.
So your technicians can scan the QR code on every engine and know all the maintenance on that engine. There's
Take
another
us
nugget.
out. Take us out, Robert. Tell them about this. February. February. Tell them the dates again. Let's get them signed up. We're out of here tonight, guys.
Yeah. Okay. So
Let's do it.
February 26th and 27th, Las Vegas, Nevada. We're at Sunset Station Hotel and Casino. Beautiful resort. It's going to be 2 days, jam-packed, full of knowledge. We got some awesome speakers. We got just a ton of awesome things. The tickets are cheap. The rooms are cheap. We have breakfast and lunch for 2 days. You guys can go to nationalcleaningexpo.com and click. There's a thing that says click here to register for the Las Vegas event. Or if you guys need to, shoot me a message. I'll send you the link directly, and we'll see you in Las Vegas.
See you
There's
there,
not much
guys.
else to it.
Ron Musgraves, Pressure Washing Institute. We're out of here, guys.